Good morning to each and every one of you. Happy Wednesday. We are at the halfway point of the week. We are at the halfway point of the month. Happy second quarter. We are thanking God, for life, health, and strength on this day, this beautiful Wednesday. We are thanking God for how far He has kept us and led us through this year. We have made it to June of 2024, and we thank God. So many people have left here. So many people have stopped trying, given up, thrown in the towel, but we thank God that we're still going. We're still purposefully driven, regardless of what has been done, regardless of how things are happening, how things are turning around, how things are not looking the way that they did in the beginning. Regardless of all of that, the fact that you refuse to quit, the fact that you are choosing you, the fact that you are prioritizing your life, the fact that you are enjoying life, the fact that you choose to live right and in the abundance of Christ makes all of the difference. Happy Wednesday to everybody. It's your girl Chantel, and we are here with coffee and devotion and coffee on this morning. I hope you got your favorite brew, whatever your choice is, whatever your espresso is, whatever your choice of creamer is. Mix it up, shake it up, take a sip, and let us just dive into this motivation on this morning. And I said motivation, not devotion, because at this point, can we just encourage one another that we're in the second half of this year and we're huddling up? Let's go back to the huddle really quick, because it's going to be important that we communicate, that we go back to the original plan, that we stick to the plays, that we stick to what we've written, that we stick to every goal, every mission, that we stick to the word that God has given us to finish strong, to finish out this year. Back to the huddle. Get everybody in. Get all those that are included on this walk. Let everybody know, even if they're not with you. I need you to let everybody know that, guess what? It's the second half. So what you're not going to do, you're not going to allow me to miss the end. You're not going to allow me to miss the mark. You're not going to allow me to lose focus or to fall off the wagon. Huddle everybody up. I need you to come over here, peep this public service announcement. It's the second half, and guess what? I am going stronger so that I can have a big finish. We got to finish. The clock has not run out yet. And so guess what? I may be down right now. I may be going through right now. I may be having some issues right now, but that does not mean that I'm out of the game. That does not mean that I'm losing. That does not mean that I'm not going to win. What it means is I got to go back to the huddle, and we got to pull out a different play. We got to pull out a different thought. We got to pull out a different motivation. We got to pull out a different mindset to finish in the end. What we started with may not carry us to the end. So we're pulling out plan B. So we're pulling out another alternative route, So we're pulling out new ideas. So we're going back to the drawing board and rerouting some things just to get to the end. The ending is not changing. We're just finding different ways to get there. We have acknowledged every player in the game. We have seen every obstacle that has been set up, every point of opposition. We have recognized the enemy. We have called him out. We know where he's at. We've been rebuilt. We've been re-equipped. And now we're ready to continue on. Put me back in the game. coach, because I'm ready. I'm refueled. I'm on fire, and I'm refocused to go to the end. Put me back in. Let's run this play and let's get up. Let's get ahead. Let's win. Let's keep going. Let's pick up where we left off. Let us continue moving forward. Go back to the huddle. Look at all the things that you wrote down at the beginning of the year. Look at all those affirmations. Look at all those encouraging words. Look at all those things you told yourself you weren't going to do. Go back to the drawing board and peep those things out. And guess what? Finish strong. Get back in the game. Pick your head up. Wipe your tears. And finish strong. We're in the second half. I heard it on Sunday. The encouragement that, guess what? Everything is going to be all right. It may seem like all hell is breaking loose around you. It may seem like nothing is making sense. It may seem like the harder you try, the more difficult it gets. But guess what? In no way, shape, form, or fashion did that mean that you stopped. Did that mean that you quit? What it meant was go back to the huddle, figure out something different, and apply. We were given plays. We were given word. We were given those scriptures. We were given worship. We were given praise. We were given moments with God to put all in a bag, or put in our heart, or put on our back, or wear on our shirts, and put on our mirror and write in our journal, so that if we ever had to go back, we had something to use, something to pull out that we weren't using at that very moment, that may throw the opposing opponent off. I woke up this morning with an open mind to what God is getting ready to do. I'm not scared. I don't regret anything. I can give honor and praise to God because of everything that's going on. I know that He's going to turn my morning into dancing. He's going to wipe every tear, and the joy that will come in the morning will be the joy that, guess what, said, your labor was not in vain. Every prayer, everything that you have established, everything that you have imparted, everything that you have prayed for, everything that you have asked God for, it has not gone in vain. It's the second. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. I've got myself together. I've got my mind back where it needs to be. I'm in the game. I'm paying attention. I'm more alert. I'm more physical. I'm more how would you say? I'm just more on fire and more motivated to finish this thing to the end. I went back to the huddle and I had to regroup myself. Regrouping means sometimes that you have to go back and hear word from somebody else. Sometimes you got to go back and let God minister to you. Sometimes you got to go back and guess what? Encourage yourself. Sometimes you got to go back and sit in silence. Sometimes you got to have that moment where you release and then you refill off of what God has given you. Put me back in. I'm ready to finish this second half. I'm going to make it to the end. I'm going to have the testimony. I'm going to be the one that stands and said that because I trusted Him, because I gave Him my prayer, because I gave Him my heart, because I gave Him all of my cares and I placed them at His feet, He heard me. Put me back in because I'm going to win. Put me back in because I refuse to quit. I refuse to throw in the towel. My silence was my regrouping time. My silence was me allowing God to downpour more in, and I was hearing new plays, and I was hearing new moves, and I was hearing new word, and I was hearing new motivations that God was giving me. My silence was my listening time, going back. And we were redrawing and re-strategizing and regrouping and redeveloping. My silence was that. It wasn't that I was offended. It wasn't that I was wounded. It wasn't that I was tired. I just needed more understanding. I just needed another strategy. I just needed something else because I knew it wasn't going to work in this second half. Sometimes you got to realize that the way things start out, it gets worse before it gets better. And so now we've hit that second half where guess what? Oh, the enemy has pulled out every possible trick in the book. He has pulled out all of his big guns. And at this point, we had to huddle up and be like, okay, good. Listen. We know what we're up against now. We know that at this point, they've pulled out every possible thing that they have. So now we're fighting and they don't have nothing else. We still got a backup plan to a backup plan. We still got reinforcement. We still got fuel left over. We still got secret plays. We still got an ambush. We still got things that we haven't even used. But guess what? At this point, that thing, whatever it is, has pulled out all the stops to discourage you, all the stops to make you accept or settle, pulled out all the stops to get you to quit, turn around, throw in the towel. And guess what? We're not going to do it because we're going back to the huddle. We're going back and we're going to refuel. We're going to refocus and we're going to re-strategize and we're going back out there to finish the game. Huddle up. Go back to the huddle. Whatever your huddle is, wherever your huddle is, go back to the huddle. We are at the halfway. It's half time. Halftime is those pep talks that you have to give yourself that guess what? All right. In just a few, the game will begin again. And guess what? We got to go back out there with a different mindset to finish, to make it to the end, to be victorious in the end. Huddle up, go back to the drawing board and figure out what you need to do to make this second half a victorious half. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. God will turn your mourning into dancing. You shall be all that he has said. If you seek first the kingdom of God, everything that you have asked will be added, but you've got to go back to the huddle and get what you need to finish the game. The race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but it's given to the one that's going to make it to the end. You can make it to the end if you just go back to the huddle, pull some more stuff out, and keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Don't forget who you are. Walk with your head held high. And at the end of the day, guess what? Know what you have asked God for, and you walk in it. That's our motivation on this morning. That's our time on this morning. I pray that each and every one of you go back to the huddle, re-strategize, begin to write again, pick up your head, and you walk out knowing that you are victorious in all that you have asked God to do in your life. We are almost at 2025. And guess what? We're not going to lose the rest of this year. I pray this is motivation for somebody on this morning. I pray that you have a wonderful day. I pray that we finish this week. I pray that you stay intentionally and purposefully driven in all that God is doing in your life. To each and every one of you that are listening for the very first time, please make sure that you like, share, comment. Let me know where you're listening from. Share this with somebody that may need an encouraging word. Share this with somebody that just may need a pick me up because it's half time. Let's encourage them to finish the game. Know that I love you with the joy of Jesus, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Everybody have a wonderful day. It's your girl Chantel, and this is our devotion and coffee on this morning. Bye.